This video is presented by EA Game Changers. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 build video, but this isn't just any Sims 4 build video. This is another Sims 4 Early Access Island Living Expansion Pack video. So thank you so much to the EA Game Changers program and the Sims 4 team for inviting me on this trip to LA to go to EA Play to capture this early access footage for you guys. So as you guys know, I got to travel with EA to go to EA Play in Hollywood, Los Angeles to test out this new pack for you guys. So I'm really excited to be building this for you today and showing you guys what I got to build while I was at the event. And I'm really excited for this pack. This is a pack that I have been wanting for such a long time. I just love building beach homes. I think I did build a couple of beach homes on my channel, especially when I was just starting out. So now I am so happy that I can actually build beach homes on the water and actually have all of my beach home ideas in my head come to life instead of just building beach homes on the grass and then like using the sand tool, because that's just not the same, you guys. It's just not the same. As you guys can tell, I am actually building my home on the water. Like, it is suspended on these stilt foundations on the actual water, which is crazy. So that's probably one of my favorite parts of this new expansion pack is the world. They really push the boundaries with the world here, giving us amazing lots to build on that are actually on the water. Like, it just blows my mind that we can build beach homes that are half on sand, half on water. So I think that's a really cool feature that a lot of you guys will absolutely love about this pack. But one thing to note about these lots that are half beach, half water is you can't actually manipulate the terrain here. So you can't use the terrain tools on these lots that have half water, half land. If it's a lot that is strictly completely on land and not on the water, you can still use the terrain tools to manipulate it, but these ones you can't. So that's just something to keep in mind if you are a builder. There are some limitations there, and there were a variety of reasons of why they did that, especially with the different animations and how you can swim right into the water right from the beach. They had to kind of, I guess, draw a fine line of where the beach started and where the beach ended. So if you were able to manipulate your own beach, that would kind of like mess up the animations, I guess. So that's kind of understandable. I think we can forgive them for that because these lots are truly amazing. And they gave us so many of them too. I think there are like, I want to say 12 lots. No, there's way more. I wrote it down. I wrote it down somewhere. So there are 6 plus 5, I think there's 14. There are 14 lots, you guys. They gave us 14 lots in this world. By the way, if I didn't mention, this is a completely livable world. It is not a vacation world. It is a livable residential world with 14 lots in it. So that's pretty generous. I feel like they definitely heard our feedback from the Get Famous world where there weren't enough lots. This time, they definitely gave us plenty to work with, and they gave us a full-on world with 3 neighborhoods that all have a different vibe, all have a different story, and I absolutely love it. So back to the build, because I haven't really talked about the build yet, besides kind of raving about the foundation and stuff, but I am building kind of these twin resort homes. I wanted to say they're like resort homes, but they're really not, because this build is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's like they live on this private island that isn't really close to any civilizations, which is kind of cool. But it's kind of just like this outdoor, indoor beach home living that kind of connect in the middle on a dock, and then they have a sailboat. So that's pretty cool. I guess if you want to live off the grid, you have a sailboat to kind of get to civilization if you need to. But this is a 2-bedroom and 1-bathroom family home. So yes, it is a family home. Even though it doesn't look like it, you will see later it is a family home. So I guess if you have a family that wants to live off the grid and raise their babies or raise their children on a private island, this is for you. So in the first house on the left It's just the kitchen, dining room, and upstairs is the parents' bedroom. And then later when I do the little house on the right, it will be the living room, the bathroom, and upstairs will be the children's bedroom. So I kind of had to get creative with the layout because they are quite small, but I feel like it's all so open and airy that even though you do have to kind of go outside to go to the living room or go outside to go to the bathroom, it's just very private anyways. You're on a private island and the windows are very open, so it kind of feels like you're indoors and outdoors the entire time anyways. So I feel like that is okay, and it's a sim, so it's fine. But I really like how these ones kind of look from the outside. The symmetry is very pleasing to the eye, so I really like that. And I did use these massive open windows that have no glass in them, so you definitely get that outside feeling and that airy feeling throughout your entire home, which I think is just so luxurious and so beautiful when you live on a private island like this. And by the way, if you guys don't already know, I am only using base game and the new expansion pack in this build so that I can best showcase the items from the pack, and I don't want to distract you guys with any other pack items. So if you see an item in this build, it's either from base game or it's from the new expansion pack. So I pretty much do that with all of my builds just because I prefer to really showcase and highlight one pack over just all of the packs in general. I also personally just don't own all of the packs, so yeah, that's just the easiest thing for me to do, and I hope you guys are liking it so far. As you can see, I'm working on the kitchen, and we did not get cabinets. We didn't get cabinets, but we did get kind of like the shelving that goes on the wall, I guess, and those are kind of like our cabinets, but they do match the kitchen counters and stuff. So they are meant to go together in the kitchen, but we didn't get actual like block cabinets like we usually do that match the kitchen counters, which is fine in my opinion. It's something a little bit different, and yeah, I feel like if you have like a beach house over the water, maybe formal cabinets are a little bit too contemporary, so these are kind of just like open shelving, and they do feel a little bit more like beachy in a way. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. But I did mention this in my last video. By the way, I'm posting a ton of early access gameplay from EA Play on my channel. So if this is your first video that you're watching, definitely go check out the other videos on my channel. I probably have a couple out using the new expansion pack, but I did do an episode of Love It or List It, which is my renovation series where I renovated a default EA home from this world, and I renovated it into something a little bit nicer. So definitely go check that out, and check out any of the other videos I have posted. I think we get to post these videos like a couple weeks before the actual pack comes out. So yeah, definitely go check that out if you're interested in seeing what more of the lots look like. And also if you want to see more of the build items in action, I definitely tried to use like a vast array of build items, furniture pieces, etc., so that you guys can get a really good grasp of what this pack has to offer, and you guys can decide for yourself whether or not you want to buy it or not. I personally think that this pack is really worth it for what you get. In fact, when you really take a step back and see what this pack has to offer in terms of a brand new world with beaches, create a sim, which has mermaid create a sim, which is crazy, and also all of the beautiful build and buy objects, this pack is really worth it. In fact, it's quite a bit more worth it than some of the past expansion packs we've gotten, such as something like Seasons, which in my opinion, now that you compare that to something like this, I don't really think Seasons is really worth your money, or it's not quite the same value for your money. Obviously, Seasons as a pack is still worth it, but in terms of the actual value you're receiving for the money you're paying, I think that this pack definitely adds more value than Seasons. But you know, you guys can make the decision for yourself what you want in your game. I personally love tropical packs and the idea of beach homes, so for me this provides more value, but you guys can definitely decide for yourself what you value most in your game. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents, I guess. But as you can see here on the build, we are finishing up the first kind of home. I mean, they're supposed to be a together home, but technically they're separate. But in this one, I'm just finishing up the parents' bedroom. You do have to enter the bedrooms from the outside, which I think feels very beachy in my opinion. I was gonna put the staircase on the inside, and I debated doing that, but I decided against it because I wanted to give the most space on the interior and kind of maximize the space there. And I think that the staircase looks fine on the outside anyways. But you guys, if you guys are interested in some kind of updates about my life, I just got back from EA Play yesterday, about 24 hours ago. I was there from Wednesday to Sunday, and then I flew back on Sunday. So it's now Monday. These videos are going up like Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm like rushing to film all of these videos, and I am so tired. I'm so sick. Actually, I'm not that sick, but my voice is definitely like, but yeah, everybody's just very sick apparently because, yeah, I guess traveling and flying really takes it out of you guys. But EA Play was such a cool experience. On the first day, we kind of just like met each other and, you know, hung out with all of the creators, all of the game changers, all of the simmers. And then on the second day, we actually got to go to Disneyland, which was so much fun. I think that is so generous of them to take us all to Disneyland and give us a day to just have fun with each other. And it was supposed to be like the welcome party, so I definitely felt welcomed. I mean, going to Disneyland, like that's a huge welcome party in my opinion. So yeah, I spent like over 12 hours at Disneyland with some amazing simmers. I'm sure you guys might have seen it on my Instagram story or maybe on my Twitter. I'm not sure. I think I kept you guys updated, but it was so much fun. We rode like every single ride possible. We didn't miss out at all. And yeah, I also vlogged a little bit, so I might be uploading an EA Play vlog later in the coming weeks. Just after all the dust has settled with these videos, I will kind of share my experience in a little bit more detail there, but I had so much fun. And then the next days we had game capture, where we go to the creators cave and like we sit at a computer and then we, you know, play the game. And it's really stressful because it's like timed, like we don't get unlimited time. They actually time you and you only get a certain amount of time slot in order to record your gameplay. So we're kind of like rushing and like no one's talking to each other and we're just like zeroed in on the computer trying to build and concentrate, because if you don't finish your build in time, well, too bad, because you need to get off the computer. So yeah, it is a little bit stressful, but I definitely got some good stuff for you guys, and I can't wait to build and use the pack on my own time when I'm not time constricted, because I feel like I'll be able to make something a little bit better. I'm not sure. I think this is still pretty good, but let me know if you think otherwise. But as you guys can see, I am working on the second home, or the second half of the home, where the living room is. And I just have like a TV, computer, desk, etc. Just all your basics, kind of like the basic stuff I put in a home. If you have specific Sims in mind, you can always like alter the furniture items to make them, you know, more suitable to your Sim. But I did just want to use pretty much every item almost. I usually try and do that. I usually try and showcase every item in my builds when I do have early access. But one thing that was kind of cool that we get new lot traits. So one of the lot traits on this one, it's called off the grid. So what that means is this lot is off the grid and there's no electricity here. So I didn't know that when I was building this, which is kind of funny because I put like TVs and computers and lights. But technically speaking, if you choose the off the grid lot trait, you don't have any electricity. So you don't have lights, you can't use computers, you can't use your TV, nothing. So if you want to have a lit home, you have to use those windows and put tons of windows so that natural light can come through. So I really love that. I know that a lot of people were asking for an off the grid kind of pack, so maybe they'll do more off the grid stuff in a future pack, but in the meantime, I think that this is a really cool kind of way to incorporate that request. So yeah, if you want to live off the grid, now's your chance. But personally, I like to have power in my homes, but I know a lot of people do want to have that kind of deserted island feel. So there's definitely a lot of cool gameplay and storylines you can create with this lot trait to truly have no power. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool to make kind of like a little shack or something, a little tiny home, hut, or shack on an abandoned island and have it be off the grid with no power. So I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think down below if you guys are excited for that kind of lot trait. I personally wasn't asking for that kind of off-the-grid pack or lot trait, but I'm really glad that they did incorporate it here so that we can, you know, use it if we want to. But besides that, this video is coming to an end, so if there's any extra time, I'll just do like a quick voiceover or something to fill the time. But anyways, if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you thought about it and what you are most excited for with this pack. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 early access island living videos. I'm going to be posting a ton of them on my channel, so definitely go check it out. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, everybody!